Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Usually I'm sitting behind this desk, but today I'm sitting on it because I'm showing you guys how I organize my apartment today. And usually I get rid of this guy, but I kept it up for this video because he makes an appearance a couple times. As you may or may not know, if you have watched any of my past YouTube videos, I live in a very, very tiny apartment. I love this apartment, but really it can get cluttered so easily, especially with John and I both living here. He has his drums everywhere, and then I have like my makeup and my recording stuff everywhere. It can get very overwhelming. But the good thing about a small apartment is it's very quick to clean and tidy. So I came up with a few ways to organize my apartment, make things look a little better, a little more functional, and put things in their place. Like, organization is all about making things look purposeful while also making them look good. Does that make sense? But basically that's my school of thought when it comes to organization. So I'm going to show you guys all of that. And speaking of messy, this is a bad segue to this actually, but whatever. I created an IGTV channel. IGTV just launched on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it is Layanb. And I decided that I'm going to be showing you guys the more messy side of blogging. Like in my YouTube videos, I'm going to show you the mess that I make as I'm making my YouTube videos or my Instagram photos and all that stuff, because trust me when I say a lot of blogging is not as aesthetically pleasing as it seems to be. But anyways, we're gonna get started with this video, and the first thing I'm gonna talk about is this desk that I'm sitting on. So this desk, I wasn't working for like 8 months. I wasn't working a 9 to 5, so I was really working on my blog at that time. And because John and I never really eat dinner at the dining room table, we decided to turn this dining room table into our desk. So we just pushed it up against the wall, and it was a great thing, but it also turned pretty bad because we started just throwing everything on there. We would throw mail on there, I would throw my purse, we would throw our keys, our cell phones, everything just ended up on this table, and I hated it because, again, with our apartment our apartment being so small, having that mess on there, that's a focal point. So I'm waking up, I'm seeing that. I'm trying to watch TV, I'm seeing that mess, and it just drives me absolutely nuts. Some of the ways that I have organized my desk is, one, first of all, I got rid of all of those little tiny USBs, jump drives and everything. They were all in like a little dish. I got rid of that, I put them in a mug. Those little things that can get lost easily drive me absolutely nuts because you end up finding them in weird parts of the house. So if I just have them in that mug, everything is there, I know it's there, and it's hidden away. I also put all my pens and markers and everything in that mug. It's a very common practice to put pens and stuff in a mug. It's not innovative at all, but I wasn't doing it before. And that's the thing, you may know something looks good, but you're not implementing it in your own home. So I finally implemented that and tucked everything away in that mug. Next, I stacked some of my favorite coffee table books on here, which are Kate Spade's She, All in Good Taste, the Mary-Kate and Ashley coffee table book, and the fashion book. So the reason why I put these on here, because this is my blogging space. These are the books that I usually turn to for inspiration. I love the photos of inspirational women in there. I love the quotes, and I really like to pull from these for ideas for my outfits, my makeup, my Instagram photos, any kind of inspiration. I love to look at these books. One of the great things about having a space together is we really collaborate on our different tastes. So as much as I have the things that I like around the house, John has things like this Star Wars poster, which I hated at first, but it did grow on me because I like how I have little elements of his personality in there too. Next is plants. So I love the look of indoor plants, but as I mentioned before, my apartment is tiny, it is dingy, it is dark. So the only good place that plants have a fighting chance of staying alive in my apartment is this corner of the desk, which works out perfectly because I don't really have anything in that corner. So I have 3 plants on there, which I have successfully kept alive for a couple months now, which is pretty exciting for me. And I just think that the look of indoor plants just really spruces up a place. Next, for my desk, I went to the dollar store and I got this like wire bird's nest type thing, which is actually supposed to have a bouquet of flowers in it. But instead, I kind of twisted it to look more like a bowl, and I put my cell phone and my keys in there. So when I get home from work, if I'm not putting my keys directly onto the key hook, I have that reminder as soon as I walk in the door that they go in there. And usually when I have that reminder of putting my stuff in there, I'm like, ah, you know what, I should put it away. Next is the bedroom. And if you would have asked me like 2 months ago, I would have never, ever, ever, ever brought a video camera in there because my bedroom was just a disaster. So I had a clothing rack up there, there was clothes everywhere, and there's just like a bed in the middle. My bedroom looked like a glorified closet that we slept in. But over the past couple of months, I have really worked at purging all of that out. So I donated tons of clothes, and now I actually have a bedroom that I like to hang out in. So these square shadow box shelves are absolutely fantastic because they are super functional. I can put things in them, I can put things on top of them. Each box has 2 shelves in it basically. So, and they also add to that gallery wall element. So my wall looks very aesthetically pleasing, but is also extremely functional. And all those things are no longer laying around. They're put away in their place and they just look good. Next is the living room, and the thing that drives me nuts in there is John, like many guys, loves to play video games, and he leaves his controllers and remotes and everything all over the place, and I'm guilty of it too because I watch Netflix on the PlayStation and YouTube, and I leave the controllers everywhere also. So I did pick up this box from HomeSense, and it has been an absolute savior. So I just throw everything in there. It's trendy, it's functional, it looks good, and we can just throw any like external hard drives or controllers or anything that we need for the TV in there. And if we have guests coming over, I can just pick it up, hide it somewhere, and I know everything is staying in there, it's not getting lost, and it just looks good. I love it. So that has been extremely functional for our living room. And last but most certainly not least, if you guys are not new to my YouTube channel, then you will know that I have a bit of an obsession with cosmetics and skincare products. So I went to IKEA and I got this shelf. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I will link it down below in the description box. And I love it because not only is it looks good, but it's so functional, and I'm able to separate everything into different categories. So everything has its place and I know exactly where it is. And as much as this is like super functional, it also is the focal point of our bathroom because anybody that goes in there, you can't avoid it. It is absolutely huge. And one of my biggest pet peeves is when I put my makeup and everything in something and things get hidden behind each other. I realize I have products that I haven't used in years. I have to throw them out. It's just money down the toilet. This way, everything is displayed so neatly, and I know what I have, I know what I don't have, I know what I'm running low on, I know where to put everything and where everything is. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my IGTV channel too. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.